What if the very thing that crushed you was never meant to kill you, but to shape you? The enemy wants you to believe your brokenness disqualifies you, that the betrayal, the trauma, the mistake, the depression, you name it, made you useless to God. But here's the truth. God never wastes pain. In fact, He specializes in rebuilding His strongest warriors from the ruins of what once broke them. Number 1. Brokenness is the blueprint for power. You're not being punished, you're being positioned. Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Why would God draw near to your brokenness if it disqualified you? Because it's in the crushing that He creates capacity. Your pain has been permitted for a purpose. God breaks what He intends to rebuild stronger. Think of Gideon, small, insecure, hiding in fear, and yet God called him mighty warrior. Why? Because God saw the blueprint under the brokenness. You think you're falling apart, but really, you're falling into place. Number 2, your wounds are the weapon the enemy fears. The devil doesn't attack what isn't valuable. That childhood wound, that rejection, that addiction you overcame, those are scars that carry supernatural authority. Revelation 12:11 says, "They overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony." Don't be ashamed of your past. It's your weapon. What you thought disqualified you is actually the very thing that gives your voice power. When you speak from a place of healing, hell trembles because the enemy knows he lost. That pain gave you perspective. That failure gave you fire. That valley gave you vision. Number 3, God builds in the dark before He reveals in the light. You want a public breakthrough, but God is doing private construction. Isaiah 45:3 says, "I will give you the treasures of darkness, riches stored in secret places." The hidden season, the loneliness, the silence, the closed doors, isn't a delay, it's divine development. Just like a seed must break underground before it grows, you had to break in secret before God could use you in public. That hidden process is protecting you from pride, from premature exposure, and from counterfeit blessings. Number 4, what broke you is making room for what you prayed for. You asked God for purpose. You begged Him for clarity. You cried out for strength. But did you realize He'd answer through the breaking? Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." All things means even the worst moments. The heartbreak is working. The silence is working. The delay is working. God didn't cause all of it, but He's using all of it. Because He knows, before you carry a mantle, you must survive a breaking. Before you carry glory, you must walk through grief. Number 5, if you're still broken, you're still becoming. This isn't your final chapter. The potter never throws away cracked clay, he reshapes it. Jeremiah 18:4 says, "But the pot he was shaping from the clay was marred in his hands, so the potter formed it into another pot, shaping it as seemed best to him." You're still in the potter's hands. The version of you that was broken isn't who you'll remain. God is molding you into something you can't even imagine, stronger, wiser, bolder, and more spirit-filled. You don't need to have it all together to be used. You just need to stay on the wheel. Don't curse the pain that's shaping your power. Don't waste the wound that's birthing your weapon. And don't walk away from the process just because it hurts. God will use what broke you to build you. The real question is, will you let Him?
Friend, if this message stirred something in your spirit, type 777 in the comments as a sign that you're walking in divine alignment. Stay in the Word, Stay in prayer and remember, God is always speaking. Are you listening? This is Bible Wisdom 777, where truth leads you closer to Him.